Yo, what is good? Yo, what's good? Peaceful God, what's goody, my guy? Islam did not fight yet. Fight is gonna be going on in just a few. So just wait until my guy pull up. Shitty injured Kawandi just went up against Alvarez and pretty much brutalized them for 3 rounds. It wasn't even close. I ain't even gonna lie. It was not even close. But what is good? Next up, we got Edson Barboza versus Ribovics. Yeah. We got Islam Makhachev going up against Ian Garry tonight. We got Legacy versus Legacy on the line. Not only do we have Legacy versus Legacy on the line, this has been the year of the downfall for the pound for pound fighters in MMA. Now, we've seen Alex Pereira get stopped at the White House by Cyril Gahn. On that same card, we seen Ilya Topuria get stopped by Justin Gaethje in brutal fashion. Number 2 pound for pound. A few months prior to that, we seen Sean Strickland outwork Khamzat Chimaev, undefeated middleweight champion. Shit, even a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, we even seen Kamaru Usman lose to Dricus du Plessis. "2026 has definitely been the year of the downfall for the pound for pound fighters. We have to see if Ian Garry and Islam Makhachev is going to join the trend of what is going on in 2026 in the pound for pound rankings in MMA. It's only right. It's only right, chat. It's only right. Drop a like on the way in. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. What's going on with the fights tonight? Y'all guys got bets out there. Y'all guys got picks. You guys have favorites. You guys looking forward to any specific fight? Me specifically, I'm looking forward to Jalen Turner's fight. I won't even lie. I'm looking forward to Jalen Turner's fight. I don't care win, lose, or draw. Jalen Turner is always in a barn burner. I think he might get submitted tonight, to be honest. But I won't be surprised if he knocked that dude out in the first round, you know? Jalen Turner is another Bobby Green kind of fighter. Like, you want to see every single time this guy fights. Bobby Green, Terrence McKinney, Jalen Turner. You want to see these guys fight every single time. You could put John Pork in that conversation as well. These guys are electrifying. I mean, John Pork don't have the finishes of these other guys, but 100%. There's a list of fighters in the UFC. A lot of people are relatively unaware about, especially casual watchers. And that's what we here for. That's what we are here for. We here to put y'all on. We here to put y'all on. We here to cook up, chat. We got Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry, and to be honest, they said that there's a 5-inch height difference. I do not see a 5-inch height difference at all. At all. Kaya, I don't wanna butcher your name, but Kaya, what's good? How you doing? 747. What's that, Virginia? We got VA in the building. What's that? 75? No, 757 might be PA. We got Peaceful Guy in the comments so far. We got Kaya in the comments so far. Drop a comment, man. Let me know how y'all doing. Let me know who y'all got. Y'all got picks tonight. Let your boy know what is good. All right, so next fight is about to start up, and I mean, I won't lie, I got Rebavix in this fight. Edson Barboza at 40 years of age, he's gonna bring a tough fight. He always brings a tough fight, but he always gasses out midway through, and he wears his damage like on his sleeve. He visibly looks hurt when he's hurt, and that's not a good sign. Guys just start to jump on him, and Edson Barboza had a great career though. A great career. I remember when he first came to the UFC, he was throwing them spinning wheel kicks and nobody knew what to do with this guy. It was like, oh man, this dude has amazing takedown defense, crazy kicking ability. Like, we don't know what to do with this guy. They also thought that he had the BJJ in a tuck because he was from Brazil, but I mean, his jiu-jitsu wasn't as good as everybody would have thought. But Edson Barboza definitely had a great run, phenomenal physique, multi divisions. Never won the belt, but got really close a few times. Great career. And I wouldn't even be mad if we see Edson Barboza actually hang it up tonight. I wouldn't even be mad. I mean, if he takes another loss tonight, let's check his shirt, dog. Edson Barboza. Let's check his shirt, dog. So Edson Barboza is currently on a 3-fight losing streak to Lerone Murphy, Dakar Klaus, and Jalen Turner. He did beat Sadiq Youssef, which is a pretty good win. He beat Billy Quarantillo, lost to Bryce Mitchell, lost to Giga Chikadze, beat Shane Burgos, lost to Dan Ige, lost to Paul Felder, lost to Justin Gaethje, beat Dan Hooker. He could just never put together more than 3 wins in a row in the UFC. That was his issue. He put together some wins, get into a high risk matchup, and either end up getting finished by submission. I remember he did get finished by Tony Ferguson at some point by submission early on. He also got finished by Cerrone by submission. Yeah, he never really got submitted after that, but he always had really great takedown defense, but lacked in the submission defense department. So if you were able to actually get him down, which was a test in and of itself, you would have some success. You'd have some success. But again, great run for Edson Barboza, and shoot, if he decides to hang it up here, I wouldn't even be mad. I wouldn't even be mad. It was a great run, great highlight reel, great mixtape for Edson Barboza, great spinning wheel kick knockouts, great leg kick stoppages. He may have the most leg kick stoppages in the UFC. You might have to fact check me on that one, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's Hall of Fame worthy, but he's a legend in Brazil for sure. For sure. Certified legend in Brazil. All right, give me a second. Let's throw on some tunes until this next fight come on. Be right back, boys. All right, we back, y'all. We back, y'all. That's one thing about these Paramount. I mean, I know they're gonna change things up, but these Paramount production streams or whatever, they are so many ads, and then you get a stay tuned, we'll be right back ad. Come on, we want to see fights. We want to see what happened to showing us the 24/7 build-ups before the fights, you know? What happened to the UFC all access footage before the fights? Like, show this before the fights so the people watching your broadcast can get hyped up. The people in the arena should also be seeing this on the Titantron, on the big screen. They should, oh, we about to see this fight? Oh, this is a little backstory. Oh yeah, this is fire. This is fire. Now, I know the last event I went to, I know they did have a new feature where you could actually listen to the commentary through an application in your phone if you were like to log into the stadium's Wi-Fi. It took a lot, but I got it to work. It was kind of a little wonky, but it was cool. It was a cool experience. So, you know, like when you're watching it live, you have no commentary, but it was actually pretty cool to be there live and watching it with the actual commentary. Really actually cool. All right, so we got Ribovics. He's already walking out into the ring. And then it will be followed up by Edson Barboza. Let's get it. Let's get it. Now, I'm really big on Edson Barboza. I'm really big on Edson Barboza. Now, fun fact for you guys, if you didn't know, Edson Barboza actually landed the first ever spinning wheel kick KO in the UFC. Yes, sir. And if you guys aren't that familiar with Esteban Ribovics, his fight versus Daniel Zellhuber was actually rated the #1 fight on UFC.com's website in 2024. And Edson Barboza is on his way to the cage, and he is looking very, very emotional. I think that was his daughter that he just hugged on the way to the cage. He almost cried after he hugged her. I definitely win, lose, or draw, I can see this being Edson Barboza's last fight in the octagon. So, you know, this like I said, that's why we had to give you a little rundown of his career, things he did. I mean, I don't know how long a lot of you guys have been following the career of Edson Barboza, or you know about the lineage, but you guys remember when he entered the UFC and he fought Terry Edom. Terry Edom was just coming off a first round KO. I forgot exactly who he KO'd, but it was savage. It was a savage KO. Then they throw him in there with a debuting Edson Barboza, and he comes in with a spinning wheel kick knockout, the first ever in UFC history. It's been done a bunch of times since then, but has never been done up until the time Edson Barboza landed it. So, hey PR, what's goody, what's goody, what's goody, my guy? Shout out to Hey PR. How much longer until the fight? Which fight exactly? Are you referring to the Islam Makhachev fight? Or the fight that we have coming right up, Edson Barboza versus Esteban Ribovics? So Bruce is about to announce them in the cage right now. Their tail of the tape is on right now. Let me actually turn on my commentary. I tend to not listen to fights with commentary at all. I tend to just watch it mute and just, you know, just let it rock out how it rock out, you know. I like to give my own little commentary here and there. But it would actually be amazing to see Edson Barboza get this win. It would be more than amazing to see Edson Barboza get this win. But I just don't think he's gonna be able to pull it off. At 40 years of age against a young, hungry Ribovics, like, even if Ribovics isn't able to finish Edson Barboza, I don't think Edson Barboza has three rounds that he could dig deeper in than Esteban Ribovics has. Esteban Ribovics will be able to dig much deeper than Edson Barboza in this fight. So, I mean, at a minus 750 favorite, especially being the least popular fighter, the odds are definitely right on this. I mean, they could have been a bit more gracious to the legend of Edson Barboza, maybe a minus 400, minus 500, but I'm not mad at seeing a plus 525 underdog for Edson Barboza, and I wouldn't even be mad at somebody if they were to bet on Edson Barboza at a plus 525. That's a lot of money for one bet. And we got Herb Dean in the cage reffing this fight. Herb Dean better stay away from the main event. That's all I know. Herb Dean, stay away from Jalen Turner's fight and stay away from the main event. All right, first round has started. Let's get it. Edson Barboza with his trademark leg kicks, and he got leg kick right back from Ribovics. He was not gonna just sit there and eat them leg kicks from Edson Barboza, because he will take more than advantage of that. And Edson Barboza with another leg kick, and Ribovics with some leg kicks of his own. Ribovics is not gonna just stand there and get leg kicked by Edson Barboza. And Edson Barboza with another leg kick. Edson Barboza is looking like a prime version of himself. But again, Ribovics is younger, Ribovics is fresher, and he has already landed in Edson Barboza with a nice spinning back kick to the body. Do you see the twerk he gets on these kicks that he throws? Along with the twerk he gets on these kicks, do you see the trunks for legs on Edson Barboza? Edson Barboza has tree trunks for legs. Tree trunks for legs, y'all. All right, we got 3:32. My timer's off by maybe like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, but it's good enough. 3:29 left, and Ribovics is landing, and Barboza's also landing as well. He's landing as well. It's a jab. It's not much power behind it, but it's visibly putting a real red mark over Ribovics' nose. Edson Barboza is already bleeding out of the left side of his eye. One thing I wanted to know, Edson Barboza visibly looked bruised coming into this fight. Walking out to the octagon, in the press conference leading up to this, interviews, he looked like it was a rough training camp, and he was kind of like getting over, still healing through bruises. I really don't like to see fighters in that condition, especially going into such a huge matchup, which could possibly be the last of his career. I mean, he might have left it all in the training room. You never wanna get in a position where you're leaving it all in the training room and you're a shell of yourself when it comes to the competition. And as I said, Edson Barboza won't be able to dig as deep as Ribovics, and Ribovics is already starting to take Edson Barboza into deep water, and we're only 3 minutes into this fight. Edson Barboza's mouth is wide open. Edson Barboza is moving around the ring sluggish and semi-lethargic, and I don't think this is going to end well for him. I do not think this is going to end well for him. Yeah, he's landing some shots of his own, and there goes Ribovics with a flurry. Yeah, Edson Barboza's landed some shots of his own, but at the same time, Ribovics is landing right back. He's not really giving the striking of Edson Barboza respect, which is something that you need to do. You can't give a dominant striker that confidence, you know? And Edson Barboza's eye is leaking right now. I'm curious to see if Herb Dean will step in and take a look at this, but his eye is leaking from the bottom. It could be a cut under, but we don't know if the cut is above the eye, which could be draining directly into the eye and could lead to a stoppage. Edson Barboza is landing those leg kicks over and over, and Ribovics smiles at him. You know, when a fighter usually goes and smiles at his opponent, it's because his opponent actually landed really good, really good. Some people usually take the smiles for an act of cockiness or, you know, act of dominance, but fighters know when you two guys are in the ring, they know. Smile like that means, yeah, that was a good shot, bro. And Edson Barboza is getting out physical. Oh, Edson Barboza might be done. Edson Barboza almost got finished at the end of the round. Wow. What a flurry towards the end. Oh, Edson Barboza's foot is bloody as well. And he looked down at his foot as soon as the round was over. Edson Barboza's foot is gushing. Oh, man, that is nasty. That's nasty. Yeah, stop the fight. Stop the fight. Edson Barboza's shin split wide open. Huge hematoma under Edson Barboza's eye as well. Herb Dean taking a look at Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza coming back out for the second round. I was a little weary to see if his coaches or he would have asked to stop it, but it doesn't look like Edson Barboza is going to make it to the final bell, y'all. And Ribovics coming in, landing some more big leg kicks. And Edson Barboza does not have an answer for anything that Ribovics is throwing. As I said in the beginning, Edson Barboza is not going to have the gas tank to deal with the youthful, aggressive energy of Esteban Ribovics. And I do see him gassing fully midway through this fight. And we're about 1 minute and 30 seconds away from that point. But Edson Barboza is almost done. I don't think he's going to make it out of this round. With all due respect to Edson Barboza, I don't think he makes it out of this round. Now, I don't want to see a legend go out like this. But, hey, you know, it's commendable to see a man go out on his shield and not quit. And it's looking like the beginning of the end for Edson Barboza right now. He took a big shot. A nice elbow from Esteban Ribovics. It might be over for Edson Barboza. Edson Barboza's on spaghetti legs. Stop the fight, Herb. Stop the fight, Herb. Esteban Ribovics with the finish over Edson Barboza. Big win for Esteban Ribovics. Wow. Yeah, I agree with DC, man. The fact that Edson Barboza even got up to come in for that second round with that split shin, huge hematoma under the eye, stugged it out, went in there and went out on his shield. That's a legend right there. That's what men are made. That's what warriors are made of right there. That's why I love this sport. That's why we are streaming UFC over boxing every week. Every week. I mean, we still gonna do our boxing streams and stuff, but if you know the people that follow mixed martial arts, the people that really follow the art of combat sports know that this is the pinnacle of fighting. You know, the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. You put him in a locked room with the #1 pound for pound athlete in any other sport, and our guy leaves that room. Our guy leaves that room 100 times out of 100 times. Somebody clip that. That's a clip right there. That's a quote, and that's a hell of a clip right there. 100 times out of 100 times, our guy leaves that room. It doesn't matter the weight class. Our guy leaves that room 100 times out of 100 times. Now, if we restrict the rules and say, hey, you could only kick, hey, you could only punch, hey, you could only, all right, maybe there's some differences there, but if we're talking the art of combat, man-to-man combat, hand-to-hand combat, no weapons, you put the top pound for pound athlete in every sport in a locked room, and our guy walks out of there. Our guy walks out. He's the only guy that'll walk out. I'm willing to bet any amount of money on that one. Any amount of money on that one. I'm willing to bet it. I'm willing to bet it. Hit the music. Esteban Ribovics with a round 2 KO. And it's now his 8th knockout and his 16th win. Esteban Ribovics, he's trying to make his name in the UFC. And Edson Barboza is crying in the ring right now. I think he's going to retire, chat. I think he's going to retire. He's already got his gloves off. I think he's going to retire. So Joe Rogan in the ring, talking to Ribovics, asking him who does he want next. And this is, see, I hate when fighters do this, you know. Whoever they want to give me, like, Anybody, like, bro, you make your call out right now. You just won. Give the people something to talk about Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Monday afternoon, because come Tuesday, you're forgotten about. Come Tuesday, we're talking about the fight next week. We're talking about the next upcoming fight. You gotta get yourself in these headlines. You have to get yourself in these headlines and not leave it into the hands of the matchmakers. The matchmakers don't got your best thing at interest. The matchmakers are here to put you in great competitive matchups and put you in matches that makes the business money. You're here to put yourself in line for a title. I really hate to see these guys that just come out here and say, hey, yeah, I'll fight anybody. Whoever Dana White wants to. No. Your window of opportunity in mixed martial arts is so small. And to be quite honest, when you and let me give Barboza his respect. Barboza put the gloves down and he is retiring right now. Shout out to Edson Barboza. Shout out to Barboza. Tremendous career. And I called it. I knew it in the beginning, especially if he takes a bad loss, even if he took a win, it was probably gonna be retirement here, you know? It's been a long career. It's been a tough career. Edson Barboza has been in some huge matchups, and he has faced the who's who of 155 and 145 pounds. If you don't know Edson Barboza, or if you didn't really get a chance to watch the career unfold of Edson Barboza, then you definitely you definitely need to go catch up. You need to go catch up. Let's just put it like that. You missed out on a lot and you need to go catch up, because Edson Barboza is one of them ones, and he is somebody to watch. All right, next fight gonna be starting up pretty shortly. Tap in. We got Abdul Malik, and I always mess this guy's name up, but Stoltzfus. I know it's probably a different pronunciation, but Abdul Malik by brutal KO. Abdul Malik by brutal KO. All right, let's get a poll going up. Let's get a poll going up, chat. Let's get a poll going. Let's get a poll going. No Diddy though. I know I said poll, but no Diddy, no diddler. You feel me? Let's start a poll though. Who wins the next fight? Abdul Malik. Altus. All right, poll is up. Poll is up. Poll is up. Get some votes down in the chat. Let's get some chatters in the chat. Where's the people at? Where are the people? Do I need to share the stream? Do I need to share the stream? And make sure you guys go and check out my previous content. You know, we got the Bobby Green, Antonio Bang Williams sparring session up on the channel. We got the Bobby Green versus Arnold Barboza Jr. sparring session up on the channel. We got a lot of breakdowns and predictions. We got a punch machine video that's semi going viral. Go and check out the content, man. We cooking up on WeFightAllNightTV, and we looking for more fight fans to join the community. We are looking for more fight fans to join the community because we out here cooking, people. Make sure you guys drop a like on the way in. Show your boss some love. Show your boss some love. We about to twist up a little Jadoinski for this next fight because our last fight was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Islam Makhachev just made it to the arena. Looking very calm. That guy's looking like a murderer. That guy is looking like a murderer, chat. Ian Garry making it to this arena right now, has his son in hand and his wife in the other as well, dressed in all black. Maybe he's here for the funeral of Islam Makhachev. Who knows? We will find out tonight, though. If you're new to the stream, make sure you guys drop a like on the way in and let me know if you think this is going to follow the trend of what's been going on in 2026. We have seen the whole top 5 pound for pound rankings change except for one spot, which is the #1 spot, who is Islam Makhachev. We have seen Alex Pereira get finished. We have seen Ilia Topuria get stopped and finished. We have seen Khamzat Chimaev lose his undefeated record all in 2026. Will Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry join the trend of what is going on in 2026? Only time could tell. So it's the main event. Just stick around for a few, bro. You know, go get yourself some popcorn, go get yourself a drink, kick it with your boy. We got a few fights going down before that, but we will be live all night and we will be covering this main event, the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world versus Ian Garry. And it's crazy because I know that Zuffa, aka the UFC, is you know, they get promoters to, or they get sponsors to, you know, or they get companies to pay them to place their ads during certain events or certain scheduled streams. Now, Who the hell, like, these be the most random commercials? Like, I don't think they're targeting fight fans in these at all. You know, this just like it's just like random shit. I don't know if these guys just have the most money, they're just taking whatever, but Zuffa need to clean this up. They need to clean this up or find a way to get rid of all of these ads. Bring, like I said, bring back the UFC All Access videos. Start playing this during the downtime. Bring back those 24/7 videos. Start playing all of this during the downtime. Start building more narratives. Start talking about the stories to these fights so you have more content to put in these down segments instead. Like, I'm watching a commercial about Vinted right now. I don't even know what that is. It was a guy with a surfboard popped up in a. I think that was a dating app. Like, come on, what is that? Come on, are we not watching fights? Now they got antidepressant medication commercials. Like, what are we doing here? Are we not watching fights? Are we not watching fights? Let me know. I'm watching chicks do yoga, all kinds of nonsense. The people don't want to see that. Make sure you guys drop a like for me on the way in, man. Drop a like for your boy on the way in. Let's get the likes up on. Let's get the likes up on this thing, man. Can we get to 50 likes? 50 likes. Let's get this thing to 50 likes, y'all. All right, we got Dustin Stolfus fighting out of Lancaster, PA. So he's a hometown fighter right now, but I think he is about to get finished in front of his hometown. He's been out of the cage for quite some time as well. We haven't seen him fight for quite some time. Hopefully ring rust doesn't play a factor in it, which it always does. Ring rust is undefeated. But I don't think Abdul Malik is the type of guy you come back to fighting against after over a year of inactivity. I don't think this is one of those to come back to, especially for somebody like Stolfus who's not like some emerging prospect. You know, you wanna, after a year out, you wanna come back and put yourself in position to get a win, not go up against a world beater. Abdul Malik is a world beater. And Abdul Malik is basically a potential viral KO every single time he steps out there. Every single time he steps out there, he's a potential viral KO. So much power, so much aggression, and he has submissions in his bag as well. I mean, it might be limited to like guillotines and neck cranks and whatnot, but it's as strong, as powerful, and as aggressive. You know. All right, Abdul Malik making his way to the cage right now, looking very, very calm. So all 9 of Abdul Malik wins have came by finish. 7 by knockouts, 2 submissions. And those are those neck cranks and guillotines we were just talking about. So Abdul Malik to get a knockout is a minus 130, which is pretty much means the odds makers, they think that this is gonna happen. They think that this is gonna happen, or the knockout would have been plus money, you know? The odds makers know it better than us. And I definitely got I got Abdul Malik by knockout in this one. And here we go. We're watching a public charter school commercial now. Okay. I don't understand. And they just played that commercial and then got out of there. Like, what is good? What is good? What's going on, man? Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Shout out to everybody that's coming through to kick it with your ball. Shout out to Yusuf. Shout out to Hey PR. Shout out to Annie Warren. Who else we got in the chat? Shout out to Kaya. Shout out to everybody that's chatting in the chat. Shout out to everybody that hasn't chatted just yet in the chat. It's We Fight All Night, man. Join the All Night crew. Hit that subscribe button. Join our Discord community. The link is down in the bio or in the description somewhere. If not, just ask me for the link. I'll drop it if you guys want to join the Discord. Come up here and talk some mixed martial arts with your boy. We Fight All Night. Let's get it, y'all.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
All right, so Bruce Buffer calling both fighters right now, and like I said, I got Abdul Malik by, and I believe it's pronounced Malik, but I mean, I call him Malik, Abdul Malik, but Abdul Malik. I think he's gonna knock this guy out. It might be early too. First round KO. I got it by KO, but let's just call it first round KO. All right, fight has started. Let's start the timer. Let's get it. All right, both fighters and Malik with some oblique kicks to start off. Malik's legs, just like Edson Barboza's, got some tree trunks for legs. Oh my lord. And Malik with some more oblique kicks, just gauging that distance. And I don't like the demeanor of Stolfus. Already took a big shot. I was just about to get to that. I don't like the demeanor of Stolfus. He doesn't look as engaged into the fight as Malik does. And I just feel like as soon as he feels the power of Malik, he is going to fold. I just see it. I just see it, chat. I don't know. I really just see it. And Malik with some more push kicks to the body, some more oblique kicks to the leg. Not much strikes with the fist from either fighter so far. Not much action from Dustin, much at all. Little kick to the body from Dustin. Oh, a nice body shot by Abdul Malik, and a nice flurry by Dustin. Dustin's best flurry of the fight so far for Dustin. And when I say Dustin, it's not to be confused with.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
This is Dustin Stolfus, not the Dustin that we love, you know. Or a nice left hook by Malik. Dustin landing some nice inside calf kicks, or a nice jab by Malik. Nice overhand right by Malik, but it seems like every single time Malik goes in and tries to open up, it seems like every time he goes in to open up on Dustin Stolfus, he's stopped either by with the threat of a takedown, which he's almost being taken down right now, or he is stopped with a flurry by Dustin. So Dustin doing a really good job at offensively staying offensively minded in spots where his defense lacked. You know, his offensive output. Oh, nice. And Malik is back to the feet now. So his offensive output is keeping him out of harm's way of Abdul Malik's aggressive style. Nice head kick. Nice head kick. Nice head kick. And Malik said it was an eye poke, but that's a kick. That's a head kick. You know, that's no deduction, you know? If you get poked in the eye with a toe, you keep fighting. It's not illegal. It sucks, but it's not a finger. The finger is the illegal point. Now I wonder how much this is gonna affect Dustin, because he visibly waved off to the ref and tried to get him to pause for a moment. Well, Malik got caught. Malik got caught. And Malik is about to get taken down. And Malik is down on the ground. And Dustin Stolf is going for an arm triangle. Oh, Dustin got the mount, and he is pounding away on Abdul Malik. Dustin going in for the rear naked choke. He doesn't have it all the way in. He doesn't have it all the way in. 21 seconds to go in the round. He's on Abdul Malik's back right now. He's trying to flatten Abdul Malik out. He's trying to stretch him out. Big shots from the back from Stolfus on top. Abdul Malik is in a world of pain going into that second round. What a transition of the way the fight was going. Wow, I don't know. I don't even know how you score that. Are you going to score that round for Abdul Malik, who won majority, maybe about 80% of that round on the feet? Or are you going to score that round for Dustin, who scored 2 takedowns and ended the round on top in the mounted position against Abdul Malik, which could definitely weigh on the judges as they see a guy in a really advantageous position to end the round. You know, no matter what's happening, that kind of can weigh on the judges, especially a judge that isn't as experienced as others. I think that round could go either way. I still got Malik by knockout, but he is gonna have to turn things up. Abdul Malik with a nice jab to start off the second round. Oh, let me get this time in. We're about 30 seconds off for that time, so don't worry about that. Just keep in mind we're about 30 seconds off for that timer. When it's continued, round is continued right now. I was just a little bit late with the timer. Nice push kick to the body from Abdul Malik. Oh, Abdul Malik with a nice flurry, and he's throwing some crazy knees to the body of Dustin. Dustin goes in for a takedown. Abdul Malik was going for the finish right there. And Abdul Malik is about to get taken down again. It is not going to be good if he gets taken down again. It is not going to be good. It definitely seems like Dustin definitely has the grappling advantage over Abdul Malik. And Abdul Malik reversed him, stepped over, and now he has the top position. But Dustin still does have both arms wrapped around him. But he is in the top position now. Now he's in side control. Abdul Malik raining shots down. Raining shots down. He's missing. He's missing. There we go. Now he's raining shots down again. From side control to full guard. Dustin going in for a single leg now. Malik has his leg in the airs, which is preventing the single leg, and both fighters are back to the feet. And Dustin's eye is bloody right now. Dustin's eye is bloody. And Stolfoltz is really adamant on trying to get this takedown. Really adamant on trying to get this takedown. Both fighters back into the middle of the octagon. Oh, nice front kick from Abdul Malik. Stolfoltz, it looks like he might be ready to go pretty soon. Both fighters, oh, Abdul Malik just got landed on. Both fighters are looking like they're in a position to both get finished. Both of them look like they could be finished. Dustin jumping for the guillotine. Dustin jumping for the guillotine. It doesn't look like it's all the way in. And Dustin has his knee on Abdul Malik's throat. Oh my goodness. So another round where Abdul Malik was basically winning the whole fight. Oh my gosh. Dustin landed a huge ground and pound shot on Abdul Malik. Oh my goodness. This fight, it might be over. Abdul Malik, rear naked choke, and it's over. Abdul Malik gives up. Dustin Stolfoltz pulls off the huge upset. The huge upset. Most people did not think Dustin Stolfoltz was gonna win, including myself, and he proved me wrong. Now I gotta eat crow. Now I gotta eat crow. Abdul Malik just got finished. Rear naked choke in the second round after having two amazing rounds. This was a great fight. This was a great fight, y'all. We gotta update our parlays because yeah, we're cooked for the night. We're cooked for the night, chat. We're cooked for the night, chat. Let's go Islam by decision. go Islam by decision. We need to make another parlay, y'all. Let's go Islam by decision. Mackenzie Dern versus Jillian Roberts to go decision. Damn, we only got 3 fights left. Jalen Turner versus Fernandez is not going the distance. That is not going the distance, y'all. Alright, next fight is starting up shortly, y'all. Next fight is starting up shortly. That was a great fight. I ain't gonna lie. That was a great fight. Man, could I go over under 1.5 on this? Oh yeah, we could go over under 1.5 on this one. That's nice. Let's go over under 1.5. Let's go decision. Over under 4.5. Fight to go to distance. See if we could put some. All right, so they got Dustin in the ring with Joe Rogan right now. Wow, what a fight. What a fight. We got 3 fights remaining. We got Jalen Turner versus Fernandez. And then we got the women for the title. We got Jillian Robinson versus Mackenzie Dern. And then we have the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world in Islam Makhachev, going up against Ian Garry, who may as well be the new face of Ireland MMA. And a lot of people were giving this card a lot of hate. A lot of people were giving this card a lot of hate, but I truly think that this is this definitely has been a great card so far. Definitely has been a great card so far. I think Jalen Turner got this, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. You're gonna go Jalen Turner by knockout. All right, I'm just trying to finalize my last little parlay of the night, y'all. My last little parlay of the night, y'all. Clarissa Shields got 3 KOs, bro. That shit going the distance. Can I put Clarissa by unanimous decision? That's what I should do. Go all final judgment by unanimous minus 150. I mean, shit. Yeah. That's down but not out. There's not many bets left to make. Damn. 1 point. Unanimous decision. Lindsey Durham by decision. I gotta do my final little, you know what I mean? I gotta make these right picks, y'all. All right, we just making these last little picks. Oh man, this is tough. This is tough. Should we go Jillian by decision or Dern by decision? Alright, you know what?
to Andrade. She ended up getting knocked out. Man, I don't know who to pick, y'all. I don't know who to pick, y'all.
Alright, we going with damn, can we just put the fight to go to decision? It's a little bit more chicken if you don't do it that way. I don't know who's gonna win, so we're just gonna do it like that. All right. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Yo, Juan J, what's goody, my guy? Shout out to Juan J in the chat. Just do boxing. What's goody, my guy? Shout out to my guy, Just Do Boxing, man. You're not following Just Do Boxing, go tap in with my guy. My guy got all the boxing news you could digest for the day, every day. So make sure you go and check my man out, show some love, hit my man Just Do up, hit that subscribe button, start messing around with some of his content, get yourself acclimated, hit that notification bell so you know when he go live. Watch my man cook up. That's what we do, man. I only surround myself with the cookers. You know? I got a team full of chefs on my side. You feel me? We all cooking. You feel me?
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
We got Fernandez on his way to the ring now. I'm hoping that my guy Jalen Turner knocks this dude Fernandez out. I'm hoping that Fernandez gets his ass knocked out by my guy Jalen Turner. You know, my guy Jalen Turner is must-see TV. He doesn't win them all, but every fight he's been in has ended in either him getting finished or him finishing somebody. He's a guy that does not see the final bell, just like Terrence McKinney. Terrence McKinney, who recently fought against Bobby Green. Yeah, that guy. So, good thing to note that Jalen Turner did actually retire recently and is choosing to come back for who knows what. Maybe he needs the bag or what, but I doubt it. Jalen has been in the UFC for quite some time. I know the guy's paid, so maybe just missed the love, you know, for the love of the game. They got these dudes spamming links in my junk. Like, what's up with y'all, man? I gotta time you out, buddy. Look at this dude, 86K, man. Like, I don't know what's all these links doing in this shit, man. What's up with y'all, bro? Gotta give you 86K, buddy. 86K, buddy. Giving all of them 86K. I'm out. I'm and all you's out. Stop playing with me. Right, let's refresh this jump. All right, next up, we got the ladies jumping into the cage. Actually, we don't. We got Jalen Turner. I like went way ahead, you know. We got Jalen Turner coming up against Fernandez. Let's get a poll up. Let's get a poll up. Let's get a poll up. And we had 75% of the chat chose Abdul Malik, and we were all wrong. Don't be mad because I was one of the people that was wrong. So who wins? Will it be Jalen Turner or Fernandez? All right, we got a poll going up in the chat right now. Poll going up in the chat right now.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
Both fighters are being introduced as we speak. We got Jalen Turner coming in at 6'3". Both fighters the same age. Jalen Turner, height advantage and reach advantage. We all know he's really huge for the 155-pound division. And we also have Fernandez coming in at 5'9" with a 73-inch reach. Both fighters are finishers, but Jalen Turner specifically is an elite finisher. And let's get it. So apparently the website is about 15 seconds ahead of me. And from the opening bell, Fernandez goes for a crazy head kick, blocked by Jalen Turner. But Fernandez is chopping away with calf kicks on Jalen Turner. Let's turn that music off for now. Let's lock in on this fight. So watch out for the explosion of Jalen Turner because his fights do not last long. Jalen Turner with the knockout. Jalen Turner with the knockout. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jalen Turner fights do not last long. Jalen Turner fights do not last long. That's how long it took. It's over. It's over. It's over. Just like that. It's a 10 shots and it's over. I told y'all. Watch out for the explosive nature of Jalen Turner. He might look calm, he might look collective, but this dude is a killer and his fights do not last long. So Fernandez went for a spinning back fist and was way out of position. I know Daniel Cormier had said earlier in the commentary, you know, when you go to throw that spinning back fist, you know, or even the spinning back kick to the body, if you are out of position and are not ready to step back into your stance, you are in a terrible position for yourself. Not only to get taken down, but to get landed big shots on you, which just happened to Fernandez versus Jalen the Truth Turner. Jalen Turner's a killer. Jalen Turner is a killer, chat. What a scrap. This card has turned out to be a great card, but don't forget, and I won't lie, this was the fight of the night that I was looking forward to, was the Jalen Turner scrap. It's always amazing to see Jalen Turner fight. You know, there's certain guys that I recommend to a bunch of my friends or a bunch of guys that I meet that aren't really aware of the sport of mixed martial arts or the league UFC. So there's fighters like Bobby Green I tell them about. There's fighters like Terrence McKinney I tell them about. There's fighters like Jalen Turner I tell them about. I don't even tell them about these pound for pound fighters. You know, I tell them about guys who not at the bottom, but guys in the middleweight, but I tell them about exciting fighters. Yo, you want to watch this? Tune into my guy Bobby. Tune into my guy Jalen Turner. Tune into my guy Terrence McKinney. These guys are going to give you exactly what you tuned in to watch. Exactly what you tuned in to watch. Win, lose, or draw. Jalen Turner does it once again. Let's see if Jalen Turner calls anybody out. And just to think that this guy just retired a few months ago is ridiculous. So Joe Rogan interviewing Jalen Turner right now. He's thanking the Lord. And Jalen Turner said it's a revival going on. He's changed things around, and every time he steps into the octagon, it will be the same exact result, which is scary for the 155-pound weight class. So Jalen Turner is calling out all ranked opponents. Jalen Turner wants to be a ranked lightweight once again. Semi-decent call out, but once again, like I said before, do not leave your career in the hands of the matchmakers. Give the people something to talk about Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Give the people something to talk about Monday morning, Monday afternoon, because become Tuesday morning, we are talking about the next card that's lined up. We're not talking about you anymore. So give the people something to talk about and stop leaving your career in the hands of the judges, please. I cannot stress this enough. You have to stop leaving your career in the hands of the judges. Stop leaving your career in the hands of the matchmakers. Let me say that. You don't want to leave the fight in the hands of the judges, but you also don't want to leave your career in the hands of the matchmakers, because you want to be in charge of what's going on for yourself. And the only way to do that is to start doing call outs. Start pressing the matchmakers to make certain fights. Make these fights happen yourself by drawing attention to these fights from the fans. And you don't have more eyes on you than in your post-fight interview in the ring right there. You got about 15-20 seconds to make a hell of an impression on the world. And fighter after fighter after fighter continues to drop the ball. This is why fighters like Conor McGregor, this is why even a fighter like Michael Chandler, who could be on like a 5-6 fight losing streak, continue to get fight after fight after fight, because he has electrifying post-fight in octagon interviews. even after losses, he's like, Conor McGregor, you're next. Like, he gives us something to talk about every single time, you know? Win, lose, or draw. You have to stop leaving your career in the hands of the matchmakers. It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. All right, that's enough for my little rant. That's enough for my little rant right there. So we had 75% of the chat who chose Jalen Turner. We got a smart chat. We got a smart chat today, y'all. So who wins this next fight? We're gonna go with Dern versus, we're just gonna put their last names, Robertson. I don't want to do a lot of typing. Right, let's make another poll. Shit. All right. Who wins? Dern versus Robertson. All right, next poll is up in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. We got Mackenzie Dern, who is the strawweight champion, and we have Jillian the Truth Robinson. Now, her name's not the Truth, but she's been fighting like she's the Truth recently. Now, I say in the last three, Mackenzie Dern has probably have faced better competition. But Jillian Robinson is no slouch, and she also has a grappling bag in her back pocket. Now, I think this fight is gonna go the distance. Jillian Robinson does have one submission loss, but she has not been submitted in about 8 or 9 years. You know, Mackenzie Dern has 0 knockout wins in her MMA career, and she has nothing but let's actually get the full number. She has 8 submission wins in her career, 0 knockouts in her MMA career. So don't look for Mackenzie Dern to go ahead and knock out Jillian Robertson. Look at her to press the action and try to get this fight up against the cage, try to get this fight down to the ground, and just press for control for the better half of 5 rounds. Now, where we will see a lot of stand-up in this fight, but I think as the rounds progress, the fight is probably going to end up on the floor. I don't think any woman will end up, well, all right, I'm not going to say any woman won't end up getting the finish in this fight, because if Jillian Robertson is able to stuff the takedowns of Mackenzie Dern and able to nullify the grappling of Mackenzie Dern and force Mackenzie Dern into a striking battle, Jillian Robinson has a great chance to knock Mackenzie Dern out and take the strawweight title out of Philly tonight. 100%. 100%. We got guys in here dropping links in the chat, talking about UFC HD. Come on, man. You know how cheap Paramount is? This ain't the $150 pay-per-view day where you gotta like steal everything you watching because it's too expensive. Like, come on, man. Spend a little $10 and, you know, watch yourself some Paramount, or don't spend the $10. Come by the We Fight All Night's channel. Come kick it with your ball and talk some MMA with me, because I'm covering all the big fights. I don't cover every single fight. I cover the fights that I like, the fights that I'm actually highly invested in. We cover MMA, and we also do a little bit of boxing. We're gonna add some more boxing to the mix as well. I know we got Clarissa Shields actually fighting tonight. Hopefully she gets the win. I'm thinking that Clarissa Shields is gonna take home that win by decision. But yeah, if you're new to the chat, if you're new to the channel, if you just joined the stream, make sure you drop a like for your boy on the way in. Let's at least get this stream up to 50 likes. Let's get this to 50 likes, you know? We ain't out here begging for you guys to give donations or nothing like that. I mean, if you want to, it's highly appreciated, but drop a like for your boy. Drop a like for your boy so you can help us get into the algorithm and let other people know that we cooking up. We could all cook up together. We could all cook up together. All right, let's listen to these tunes until the next fight start up. Let's get it, y'all. Well, let me know who y'all got. Y'all got Mackenzie Dern or do y'all have Jillian Robertson? Let me know. So, fun fact, Jillian Robertson owns the UFC record for most submissions in the women's division with 7 submission victories, and is coming into this fight versus Mackenzie Dern with 10 total UFC finishes, which is amazing for a woman. And for Mackenzie Dern, before becoming the UFC strawweight champion, Mackenzie Dern was already one of the most accomplished women's grapplers in MMA, a 2-time black belt BJJ world champion, and was once ranked the #1 female grappler in the world. Nothing to do with the UFC, straight grappling. She was ranked pound for pound #1. We got a goodie. We got a goodie. We got a goodie. Now, I know a lot of people aren't that big on the female side of mixed martial arts, but this is a hell of a matchup that we got right here. I can't lie to you guys, this is one hell of a matchup. So Jillian Robertson making her way to the cage right now, and we about to spark back up that Jadoinski, man. Like, whoever's in attendance watching, man, pour your drink up. Pour your drink up. Roll your little things up, you know what I mean? We about to get activated. We got the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world stepping into the octagon tonight, y'all. We are in for a treat. Now, I've been saying this all night, and I'm gonna say it again. 2026 has been the year that the pound for pound ranking fighters have been getting destroyed. The pound for pound rankings January 1st are not the pound for pound rankings that we have right now. We have seen Alex Pereira get knocked out at UFC White House on the same card. We have seen Ilia Topuria get dominated and stopped by Justin Gaethje. We have seen Sean Strickland outwork Khamzat Chimaev and take his undefeated record and his middleweight title. 2026 has been the year of the pound for pound decline. We have had a total switch in the pound for pound rankings this year. Now, The only rank that has not switched has been the #1 ranking, which is Islam Makhachev, the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Now, will Islam Makhachev join the same trend as what's going on in MMA this year? Or will he overcome the curse of 2026 and dominate Ian Garry in typical Islam Makhachev Dagestani fashion? We got a good one tonight, boys. We have got a good one, man. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. If you just stopping by, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you smash that like button for your boy. Don't be scared to drop a comment, say what up to your boy as well. And make sure you drop your vote in the chat below. We got a poll up as to who is gonna win. Do you have Mackenzie Dern for your winner, or do you have Jillian Robertson as your winner? And as of right now, I'm going off the top of the head, but I think Brazil does not have a win tonight. Brazil does not have a win tonight. I could be wrong. Vicente Luque lost. Brazil doesn't have a win tonight. Brazil is down bad in Philly. Brazil, Fernandez took a L. Vicente Luque took a L. Sheesh. Edson Barboza took a L. Ah, man. Brazil is down bad tonight, y'all. Is Mackenzie Dern gonna hold it down for Brazil? She might be the only win for Brazil tonight. That's crazy, though. Mackenzie Dern to win by submission is a +240. You got a submission specialist at +240. It might be interesting, and it might be something to look at to grab, because wow. But like I said, Jillian Robertson is no slouch when it comes to grappling. She's no slouch at all when it comes to the grappling. And as I just told you her accolades, she has the most submission victories than any woman in UFC history. So she is no slouch when it comes to grappling. But I also told you Mackenzie Dern at one point was rated the #1 female grappler in the world. And this was before the UFC. We're not saying #1 female grappler in the UFC. We mean the #1 female grappler in the world. You mean full fight, like you're gonna share your screen? Share my screen. I'm gonna recap the fight for you guys. If I shared my screen, I would lose my YouTube channel, buddy. And I do not want to do that. I mean, don't you guys enjoy watching my MMA content, my shorts, my live streams here and there, my video breakdowns, you know? If I went ahead and streamed the fight, there'd be no more of that. There'd be no more of that, J4. In J4, I don't know if you're new or not, but make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and check out the content, man. We got some good content on the channel. You could kick it with us. We might not be sharing the actual fight, but we gonna be talking about it. We gonna be giving you the play-by-play. We got 2 fights left. We got 2 title fights left. So two potential 5-round fights, which will roughly be about 30 minutes a pop. We might be in for a whole another hour of fights if both of these fights go to distance, which I'm thinking that they might. So Who knows? I mean, I don't know when Clarissa Shields fight. Maybe we could swap over to talking about Clarissa Shields fight if it makes it that deep. I don't even know if it went on yet. I know Ray J fight probably went off. We gotta go and look back and see what happened with Ray J's fight. If anybody in the chat knows what happened with Ray J's fight, let me know in the chat. Did Ray J win? Did Ray J get knocked out? Did Dean the Great and Adrian Broner jump in the ring and jump Orlando Brown after he knocked out Ray J? What happened in that fight? Ray J low-key is must-see TV. That guy is hilarious. I don't know if you guys are tapped in with Dean the Great, Adrian Broner, their live stream, but wow. Them dudes, they basically have a 24/7 reality show. And I mean, you guys, I know you guys have seen the clips. Bobby Green stepped through that house and put hands on one of them boxers in there. You know, I got a recent video of the full sparring session. As you can see right there on the left side, check out my content. Antonio Bang Williams versus Bobby Green. Everybody in here know Bobby Green. Y'all might not know Antonio Bang Williams. Well, he is a pro boxer with a record of 19-1, and I mean, he might as well be 19-2 at this point because Bobby Green put hands all over that guy. Shout out to J4 in the chat. Shout out to Alex in the chat. Shout out to whoever else we got in the chat, man. I mess with all y'all. Fight is about to start right now. Introductions are done. Let's get it. Let's get it. This is going to be a goodie. This is going to be a goodie. I ain't going to lie to y'all. This is going to be a goodie. And let's go. Start the clock. And Mackenzie Dern starting off with some high output strikes. I mean, we don't normally see her like throwing 3, 4, 5 punch combos. I mean, I don't see a lot of them land. And Jillian went for a takedown early on. Mackenzie Dern she's not really going for the guillotine. She has her in the guillotine position. It doesn't look like she's going for it or committing to it. Mackenzie Dern has her up against the cage. Jillian reverses her. Now, this is going to be a dog fight for the women. I think this may go the distance, but this is going to be a dog fight for the women. I'm telling you guys. And Mackenzie Dern is doing way better on the feet than I thought. And Jillian Robertson is actually the one shooting in for takedowns. Wow. Amazing. It's amazing how you can see a fight one way, but it always has potential to play out the opposite. You never know. Styles make fights, and you never know what's going to happen or how something's going to go down until both fighters are standing in front of each other under the lights. And Jillian Robertson is getting picked apart by the submission practitioner. Even Jillian Robertson leg kicks are looking very slow and lethargic. I don't like the demeanor of Jillian Robertson. She in her demeanor, to me, it seems like she has the potential to get finished tonight. I don't like the way she's moving at all. I don't like her body language, and I'm worried she might get finished, whether it's submission or by knockout. At this point in the first round, 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the fight, I can see Jillian Robertson getting KO'd. Body lay, a nice takedown by Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern with the huge takedown. She's sitting in full guard right now. Jillian Robertson grabbing that back leg, but Mackenzie Dern is trying to drop down huge ground and pound. Mackenzie Dern in side control now. She's about to be in the full mount. She'll be in the full mount, probably in another transition. She's really close to being in that full mount. Jillian Robertson has both of her legs hooked over that left leg, preventing Mackenzie Dern from going into that full mount position. And it's been the Mackenzie Dern show so far. It has been the Mackenzie Dern show. Mackenzie Dern going for, oh man, going for arm triangle, arm bar, arm. Oh yeah, she doesn't have nothing. She doesn't have nothing. All right, Jillian. Jillian is no slouch on the ground when it comes to these grappling exchanges, and she more than welcomes these grappling exchanges. But I do fear that the way Mackenzie Dern is moving right now, Jillian Robertson is primed to be finished at some point tonight. Now, 30 seconds left in the round, and Mackenzie Dern has Jillian Robertson's back. She has 2 hooks in. She's about to flatten her out. She might have the choke. We got 17 seconds. This could be it. It could be over. It's deep. It's a deep choke. It's a deep choke. It's 10 seconds left in the round. Jillian Robertson is not giving up. She is not giving up. It's 3 seconds. Jillian is going to survive the round. Wow. What heart. What heart for Jillian Robertson to not give up and to know she had about 17 seconds of being fully in that rear naked choke. That's crazy. That's crazy. Web name? What are you talking about? What up, Kaleem? How you doing, Kaleem? What's goody, my guy? So that was a dominant first round from the champion, Mackenzie Dern. Super dominant first round from the champion, Mackenzie Dern. And that goes to that grappling experience of Jillian Robertson. She was able to survive that first round. Let's see if she does anything to prevent getting the fight back on the ground. I think it was a really bad choice for for Jillian Robertson to even be shooting for takedowns on Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern is a sniper when it comes to grappling. You do not want to find yourself on the ground in a bad position versus the likes of a Mackenzie Dern. And the way Jillian Robertson is fighting, it does not look like she has 5 rounds in her. I really don't think she's got 5 rounds in her. She's giving 0 resistance when it comes to these takedowns. Mackenzie Dern is doing whatever she wants in this ring versus Jillian Robertson. The striking was working. She was landing big combos on Jillian Robertson early on. Now the grappling is working. She got her deep into a rear naked choke. Arm triangle being set up by Mackenzie Dern. So Mackenzie Dern inside control right now. Jillian Robertson again has the leg that Dern is posting on, trapped. Dern is about to get that leg out right now. And Dern is inside control right now. Jillian Robertson might have just put herself into a super bad position. And yeah, she gave up her back because of that. And it might not even be a good idea for that to happen, because the last time she was in this position, she was able to get out because the time was down. And now we have 3 minutes remaining. I didn't put the time up for this round. I'll get it for next round. We got 3 minutes remaining in this round. My bad, guys. Oh, I was too engaged in this fight. This fight is a really good fight. I know a lot of people don't like when two fighters are just tussling around on the floor, but you have to understand these positions, the outcome of these positions, the defenses and the negations of some of these positions, what it takes to get out of some of these positions, and the possibilities of the things that can happen in these positions. You just have to know what's going on in order to appreciate what's happening in front of you. Now, we are watching a wonderful grappling exchange. Now, Jillian Robertson has reversed Mackenzie Dern's back attack, and now she is in full mount. Well, she was in full mount on Jillian. She is in full guard at the moment. Jillian Robertson is giving up her back now, trying to get into a better position, as she was about to be in a terrible position for a second, for the first time in the fight. Now, it looks like Mackenzie Dern is going to attack a leg. This could be very bad for Jillian Robertson if she gets that right leg out. If she is able to get that right leg out, this might not end good. I don't know if you guys know of Volter Walker. Volter Walker has some of the nastiest leg attacks in the UFC. 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining in this round. And Jillian is doing a really good job at staying out of trouble. Yeah, she can't allow Mackenzie Dern to get one of those legs, because she is going to take it back to Brazil with her. 1 minute remaining. We are in the second of 5 championship rounds, guys. And the pace that these women are putting on is crazy. Somebody's going to fold. I don't think this is going to go the whole 5 rounds. Even if they're grappling, I do not think this is going to go the full 5 rounds. And I'll be curious to see how both women come out in this 3rd round, if they make it out to this 3rd round. And Mackenzie Dern is adamantly attacking Jillian Robertson's right leg. We got 19 seconds remaining in the round. Mackenzie Dern looked like she's about to give up on the position and just go for ground and pound for the rest of the round. We got 10 seconds remaining in the round. And another dominant round for the champion, Mackenzie Dern. Another dominant round for the champion. So Ian versus Islam, it'll be after this fight. We are going into the 3rd fight, and what's good with you? Goat? Shout out to you, man. Good looks for pulling up. So we're going into the 3rd round right now, the 3rd of 5 rounds. So potentially we got 3 rounds left. Rounds are 5 minutes a round, so potentially 15 minutes, and then we got the Ian Garry versus Islam Makhachev fight. But these girls, they're putting on a fight. They are putting on a fight. This is not a dull, boring fight at all. These girls are putting on. This whole card has actually been way better than a lot of people expected. I know this card was getting a lot of backlash from the fans. So I got Islam Makhachev winning for sure. The #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. I got him winning. But right now, we got Mackenzie Dern and Jillian Robertson starting the third. They are back on the feet. And Jillian Robertson, she is gonna need to show us something. I don't know if she remembers that she is in a world title fight. She is in her first world title fight. And this might not happen again for her. She is gonna need to fight like her career depends on it. If she wants to be considered a UFC world champion, she is going to need to show us something else. Because on the feet where they are right now is her only chance to win. She has been dominated on the ground for the last 10 minutes of this fight. For the last 10 minutes of this fight. And if this fight goes to the ground again, she might get dominated once again. And good takedown stuff from Jillian Robertson. The first takedown she stuffed all night. Now she is gonna need to mix some strikes in. Oh, nice strikes. Nice strikes from Jillian. But once again, Jillian Robertson's back on the cage, and she might be going back down to the ground really shortly if she doesn't get herself out of this position. Do not concede. Do not just sit here and get comfortable on the cage. You're gonna have to get off of the cage and keep this fight on the feet, or you have no chance of winning, man. Especially on the cards. If you lose this third round to Mackenzie Dern on the ground once again, now you are going into the fourth round looking for a knockout. You're going to need a knockout to walk away with the win. Or now you're just in there going through the motions, waiting for the fight to be over. And nice 1-2 by Mackenzie Dern. Not much power behind it, but definitely connected big, nice skill. Could tell she's been doing a lot of work on her boxing. Her boxing is looking pretty sharp tonight. There's not much pop behind it, like I said, but just the skill behind it is it's looking really good. Yeah, I got Mackenzie Dern for the unanimous as well. She is dominating Jillian. She might end up finishing Jillian. I don't know. I don't like Jillian Robertson's body movement. Her body movement, her body language, might I say, is just not speaking like somebody that's in a co-main event. Somebody that's in a championship fight. It almost reminds me of somebody that's in a sparring session. She has to really step on the gas. Even in the strikes that she's missing, or even in the strikes that she's landing, she just kind of popping it out there. It's like she's throwing 10% punches. I don't know if she's banking on Mackenzie Dern gassing out and maybe going to turn up in the fourth and fifth round, but this is very weird to see right now how Jillian Robertson's approaching this fight. And Mackenzie Dern, beautiful takedown. As Jillian Robertson thought she was getting a little bit comfortable on the feet, Mackenzie Dern lured her in and took her right down with a nice double leg. Nice, strong double leg. And Mackenzie Dern with doing some more ground and pound. We got 17 seconds remaining in this round. I'm about 7 seconds off from my timer. Mackenzie Dern has Jillian Robertson's back once again, ending the round off in an advantageous position once again. And I think Mackenzie Dern wins this round as well. She's pitching a shutout right now. Now, this was actually Jillian Robertson's best round, but not even Jillian's best round was good enough to win the round over Mackenzie Dern, who's just doing a lot more. Like she's kicking more, she's punching more, she's striking harder, she's mixing in the grappling and takedowns, she's mixing in the ground and pound, the submission attempts, the transitions, the dominant positions, the ground control. This is a shutout, and Mackenzie Dern is truly looking like a champion tonight. I know Mackenzie Dern gets the stigma of the weakest UFC champion on the roster, but tonight she is not looking like that whatsoever. Tonight she's looking like a solid pound for pound fighter. Especially if she's able to do this to every other woman she fights, she is looking like a pound for pound fighter. I don't know if there's many women in the strawweight division that could really put up with Mackenzie Dern's wrestling and grappling. And now it's looking like Mackenzie Dern has added some slick boxing to her arsenal. Now, it doesn't look like there's much power, much pop behind it, but with time, this is going to come. And Mackenzie Dern early shoots in for a huge double leg takedown. She gets it. We are 4 minutes and 30 seconds into this round. And I missed the timer, but we got it. We're about 40 seconds off, 30 seconds off. Don't worry about it. I'll keep you guys posted. So Mackenzie Dern is on Jillian Robertson's back. We got 4 minutes. Mackenzie Dern has the body lock. Jillian Robertson might not make it out of this position. When you got the body lock on, there's a few things you could do. There's a few, like right now, Jillian Robertson could actually turn on her right side and actually crank back the leg of yep, there it goes. And crank back the leg of Mackenzie Dern, which could potentially break Mackenzie Dern's ankle, by the way it's twerked. I'm sure Mackenzie Dern is aware of that, and I'm sure she also has her counters for that defense of the body lock. And Mackenzie Dern swaps the position of the body lock. Just look at the dexterity in her legs to just swap it at the drop of a dime, just swaps the side. And now her ankle is in no trouble right now. So when you're watching these grappling exchanges on the ground, you just have to know positions and what's going on to actually understand that these guys are not just tussling around on the floor. All of these positions that they're in have names to them. All of these positions that they're in have counters to them. And Mackenzie Dern is just pounding away on Jillian Robertson from the back. She's not really able to attack with the rear naked choke like she's trying to do. Jillian Robertson's really experienced and doing everything she can to avoid that rear naked choke. She's also punching Mackenzie Dern from the back position, which is crazy. She's actually landing some strikes, so I wouldn't say they're doing much damage. It's probably more annoying and diverting her from attacking with that rear naked choke. But Jillian Robertson doing a great job surviving. Not really doing a great job of trying to win the women's strawweight title, but really doing a great job at not being finished by the women's strawweight champion. And you said, what first match? What's the first match? And Mackenzie Dern going for an armbar. Mackenzie Dern, we got 1 minute remaining in the round. Mackenzie Dern going for an armbar. I can't tell if it's tied in but it doesn't look like Jillian is in a position to lose the position that she have. And if Mackenzie Dern were to lock in this submission, she would need to get more space away from Jillian Robertson. But Jillian Robertson's too close to her right now to be locked in the armbar. So Jillian is doing a really good job once again at surviving. 26 seconds remaining in this round. And Mackenzie Dern really in an awkward position right now, upside down, up against the cage. Let's see if Jillian Robertson could take advantage of this. She has to punch harder. She has to just let her have it. She's really not trying to like throw no steam down at her. And I'd say Mackenzie Dern with another round. That's 4-0. Mackenzie Dern going into the 5th round. Jillian Robertson is going to need a knockout to win this fight. Her corner needs to give her some urgency. Even her corner is so calm. Like, why is her corner not screaming at her? This is a world title fight. This is a world title fight. I'ma emulate what her coach just told her. Word for word, he said, "Don't give up on yourself." That's all he said to her. Don't give up on yourself. Are you serious? If I'm Jillian Robertson, I'm firing my coach. Jillian Robertson has nothing left in the tank. She's not gonna come out here and trying to knock out Mackenzie Dern in the 5th round. Unless Mackenzie Dern is completely gassed from grappling for 20 minutes straight. Jillian Robertson has nothing right now for Mackenzie Dern. And it's just weird to see her demeanor and see her game plan for a world title fight. A world title fight. And this is how she came out. Amazing. Just amazing. And Daniel Cormier is saying the exact same thing that I'm saying right now. Daniel Cormier just pointed out that it took Jillian Robertson 20 UFC fights to secure a title fight. And she finally gets it. When she goes back home and she's watching this fight, she is going to be all types of disappointed in herself for not leaving it in the cage. She's gonna be disappointed in herself that she just did not leave it in the cage. I don't know if she left it all in her training camp. I don't know if she overtrained and just was unable to just bring her full self into the octagon, but this is not Jillian Robertson at 100%. Now, she is in top position right now. She did get a takedown over Mackenzie Dern. She is winning this 5th round right now, but she is not winning the ladder of the fight at all. She's lost 4 rounds in a row, and she's going to need to stop Mackenzie Dern to pick up a victory tonight. And the position that she's in right now, where she's just on top of her, controlling her, she's not putting out any damage. She's not threatening with any submission attempts. It's like it's almost pointless having the champion down on her back right now. You need her up so you can knock her out and win the belt. Your path to victory is not on the ground versus a submission practitioner. Now, Mackenzie Dern is probably a little bit tired from 20 straight minutes of grappling, dominant grappling. So it looks like she might be conceding to just give up this round, but she's not taking any damage from Jillian Robertson. I know it says Jillian landed 102 strikes. Man, listen. Man, listen. Man, listen. She did 0 damage tonight, chat. Jillian Robertson did 0 damage tonight. We got 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining in this fight, and it's looking like Mackenzie Dern is going to run away with the victory. 4 rounds to 1. Jillian is actually winning this last round, but Mackenzie Dern put on a hell of a performance for the first 4 rounds. I don't know if she gassed out, but she's getting controlled in this last round, but she is going to go back to Brazil with her belt. And she is going to walk out of Philly as the only Brazilian on the card to walk away with a win. Huge night for Mackenzie Dern and her team. Shout out to them. And we got 15 seconds. Mackenzie Dern still on the bottom, taking big strikes. Not enough to hurt her or even damage her, but she's taking big strikes. Jillian did win that final round, but she got dominated for the rest of the fight. Dominated for the rest of the fight. And still, we have the champion, Mackenzie Dern. And still. And next up, we got the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world, Islam Makhachev, stepping into the cage with Ireland's own Ian Garry. Let's get it, y'all.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
And if you're just joining the stream, make sure you drop a like for your boy. Make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment, join the polls that we have up. And if you want to join the We Fight All Night community, I do have a Discord up. I'll pin the link down to the chat in just a moment, but I'm pretty sure throughout my whole channel you can find the link posted all over the place, especially in the about section of my channel. If you want to connect with your boy, or I'm gonna start doing more open panels where people who are actually viewing, who want to join up and talk some mixed martial arts with your boy, or talk about the fights that's going on with your boy. It'll be open for whoever wants to join up and talk. You know, we booting the trolls, but everybody else is welcome to pull up and chop it up with your boy. We need to get some more fight fans into the We Fight All Night Discord. I am trying to build a crazy combat sports community, not only for mixed martial arts fans, but also for boxing fans and gamers. And Mackenzie Dern walks away with the victory, as we all thought. All right, while we getting ready for this next fight, I am going to go use the bathroom. Make sure you guys drop a like. Drop a like. Drop a like on the chat. The main event is about to start up. We had 67% of the chat who chose Mackenzie Dern. We got a lot of smart watchers. And even if you did pick Jillian Robertson, I understand why. Not a bad pick at all. This was basically a 50-50 fight, honestly. But I mean, as we seen the fight unfold, we saw it really, on paper it was 50-50. In real life, it was definitely way more than a 50-50, you know? All right, I'm about to put a poll up in the chat. Who do you guys have for the main event? Islam or Ian Garry? So we got Islam number 1. We got Ian Garry number 2. Drop your predictions down in the chat. The poll is up. Let me know what you think. Drop a like on the video if you're new to the stream. It's your boy. We fight all night. We cooking up, and
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
use the bathroom right back up. All right. It's time for that main event. We got Islam Makhachev. And we got Ian Garry. Ian Machado Garry. All right, so Islam Makhachev is coming into UFC 330 on a 16-fight win streak. He is also the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And not only is Islam Makhachev on a 16-fight win streak, he is tied with Anderson Silva for the longest win streak in UFC history. So beating Ian Garry would give Islam Makhachev the record by himself. He would also become a 2-division champion he has also become a 2-division champion by beating the likes of Jack Della Maddalena in his last fight for the welterweight strap. Now, Ian Garry is the second Irish fighter to ever looking to ever win a UFC champion, following the likes of Conor McGregor. Now, Ian Garry only has one loss on his record, and that's to an undefeated fighter by the likes of Shavkat Rakhmonov, who has had back-to-back ACL injuries, which put him out of commission, which is why he is not fighting for the welterweight strap right now. It's crazy times in MMA and it's crazy times in the UFC. So one thing also about Shavkat Rakhmonov has never seen the end of a round. Never seen the end of a fight. Never went to the judges' scorecards until he fought Ian Garry. Now, Shavkat Rakhmonov is another one of these Russian grapplers, but Shavkat Rakhmonov also has knockout power and a sick style with his stand-up as well. So Ian Garry was able to weather that storm and not be finished by an undefeated fighter who has finished every single fighter he has went up against. So that gives me a little more confidence to say that Ian Garry might be able to survive the onslaught of Islam Makhachev, but the onslaught of Islam Makhachev won't ever stop. Islam will grapple you and pressure you from round 1 through round 5. And the pressure won't stop and it won't slow down. These guys from Dagestan are known to put on incredible paces in the fights, and they just simply outwork their opposition, which makes them so dominant in the eyes of the fans. But this is a great matchup right here, and it just makes me think of the biggest fight that the UFC ever put on, and that was Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Now, I'm not saying Ian Garry is a Conor McGregor, or I'm not saying Islam Makhachev is a Khabib Nurmagomedov, but we've got Ireland versus Dagestan once again. And the last time we seen Ireland versus Dagestan, we seen an all-out war breakout in the octagon. All right, yeah. So, Mikhenju, yeah, you're definitely right. Shavkat is Kakis. So, Shavkat is from Uzbekistan, but he does tend to speak Russian from time to time. So, let me correct that mistake. That's definitely right. He's from Uzbekistan. But pretty much that part of the world, you know, wrestling from that part of the world it's on another level. It's tremendously on another level. You know, not only is the wrestling on another level, the grappling is on another level. Now, when you combine the two of them is when you get a fighter like Khabib Nurmagomedov, is when you get a fighter like Islam Makhachev, you know? Is when you see fighters like Fedor Emelianenko. And hopefully I could say the same thing about John Pork one of these days, you know? Alright, share the stream, y'all. Drop a like on the stream, y'all. This main event is about to start up, and we about to cook. We about to cook. We got a parlay out. We on the last hit for the parlay. So, in order for me to win this parlay, Islam has to take this guy to decision. Islam has to take this guy to decision. So, I'm looking for Ian Garry to survive. I'm hoping Ian Garry survives. All right, y'all want the Discord link? Y'all want the Discord link? Here is the Discord link, people. If you want to join the Discord server, it is right here, my guy. Discord link is pinned in the description. If you would like to join the community, if you want to come up and chop it up with your ball, if you want to come up and talk some mixed martial arts with your ball, pull up. Pull up. Open panel. The panel is open for the people. Let me put the link again. Open panel, join Discord. Link there. Yo, what up, Rex? Alright, we got Ian Garry making his walk out to the ring right now. Has the Ireland flag with him. Everybody got their hands out to, you know, try to dap him up. He is not acknowledging none of the fans. Ian Garry is locked in right now. I'm very curious to know how many people have Ian Garry. If you have Ian Garry, let me know in the chat. Let me know, who do you have? Who do you have? I know I put the poll out. I won't turn off the poll until like midway through the fight, maybe the last round of the fight. But definitely let me know who you guys have. We got Carlos Prates in the crowd. We got Michael Morales in the crowd as well. Ian Garry is a commemorative Brazilian as well. He spent a lot of time in Brazil. Speaks the language as well. Radio Boxing Show, what's goody, my guy? Yeah, it's fights everywhere, man, but these are the fights to watch, man. These are the fights to watch, Radio. Radio, pull up to the court, Radio. Pull up, man. We got the main event, man. It's the pound for pound #1 fighter in the world, man. Pound for pound #1. You about to see it at its peak right now. Pull up. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys drop a like for your ball. Let's get this into the algorithm. It is the main event. It is time for the main event. I know a lot of people have been joining the chat asking, when does Islam fight? When does Islam fight? Well, Islam is about to fight right now. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the share button. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. We out here cooking.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
Like like Radio said, hit the like, chat, and support the kid.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
All right, Ian Garry's entrance is pretty much over. Now we have Islam Makhachev about to come out, and we can imagine they are gonna black out the whole arena. There we go. The arena goes black. This is the #1 pound for pound fighter. The whole arena goes black. The whole arena goes black. This is Islam Makhachev, 2-division champion, 155 pounds, 170 pounds, 1 blemish on his record in the UFC. Since then, he's been on a 16-fight win streak, which is the tied for the longest current active win streak in the UFC's history. And he's tied with none other than Anderson Silva, who's considered on many people's lists the GOAT of MMA, not the GOAT of UFC, the GOAT of MMA. Islam Makhachev has a chance to surpass his longest, Anderson Silva, the UFC's longest win streak tonight with the win over Ian Garry. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready for this one. Now, if Islam Makhachev wins, what does he do from here? Because he has a list of murderers waiting to fight him. He has Carlos Prates waiting to fight him. He has Michael Morales waiting to fight him. He has Shavkat Rakhmonov returning from his injury and ready to fight him. Does Islam Makhachev retire? I know Joe Rogan has been putting out some rumors out there. Joe Rogan's been saying he really thinks Islam Makhachev has done everything that he could do in the sport of mixed martial arts, and he definitely can see him retiring with a huge win over Ian Garry tonight. And I mean, yeah, I'd have to agree with him. Yo, what up, Radio?
Refight, what's poppin', bro?
What's good with my guy, man? Ain't shit. You know, man, we out here cooking, man.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm in and out, bro. It's so much going on. It's fights everywhere.
Yo, all right, give me the recap, because what happened in that Ray J fight, bro? Did he win? Like, what happened?
Man, so I mean, yeah, Ray J won, bro, but it was
Ray J won. Let him go.
It looked like 2 drunk uncles.
Ray J, like, he knocked him out. How'd it go? Decision?
Yeah, bro.
Ray J got the knockout?
It looked like 2 drunk uncles fighting.
That's wild.
Yeah, man.
That's wild. Nah, yeah, we gotta do a video on this.
It was more like the ref waved it off.
Oh my god, I gotta see this.
That shit was hilarious to see, though.
Yo, in my head, I was thinking, oh, that's probably gonna go to the distance. It's gonna look like a shit show, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
But they say that Ian Garry has a 5-inch height advantage over Islam, but it does not look like that when they stand side to side. It doesn't look like that at all. It look like 3 inches, 2 maybe. And that's huge, because I was thinking if Ian Garry had a chance, I could see him landing a head kick. And when you're this tall in mixed martial arts, a lot of those head kicks turn into crazy knees against wrestlers if they shoot in too soon. But outside of that, I see Ian Garry getting dominated. He's gonna get taken down. He's gonna get controlled. He's gonna do good in the beginning. He'll do good at surviving. He'll do good at not getting in submissions. I think it'll go to distance. I got a parlay out now, so we on my last pick for the parlay. So if Islam win, we you know what I mean? We here. We here. Have you ever seen either of these guys fight yet?
Nah, I haven't. I've heard it, but nah, I haven't seen either of these fight, bro.
Nah, all right. So Ian Garry is one of them ones. He came into the UFC and he basically said, "I have a list of people I want to fight. I have a whole path to go to the champion." And he went through murderer's row, bro. He fought everybody. Went through. He only lost once. The only guy he lost to is an undefeated guy from Uzbekistan, and that guy has I think he's close to 30 wins. Everybody has been finished. Everybody has been finished, knockout or submitted. And he fought Ian Garry, and they went to the distance. So I mean that's a moral victory for him, a moral victory for him. But he still lost. But that was his only blemish in his career. Islam Makhachev is the pound for pound best fighter in the UFC, and he's on a 16 fight win streak, which is tied with Anderson Silva for the longest win streak in UFC history.
Ah, shit.
He was the 155 pound champion, and now he's the 170 pound champion. And he's Khabib's protege, Khabib Nurmagomedov. This is his protege right here. See Khabib right behind him in his corner. Khabib fat now though.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah, but he might be better than Khabib. I ain't gonna lie. Khabib might have better control with his wrestling. Like he'll control you better. But Islam goes for more. He's more offensive on the ground, and he strikes way more than like he'll strike with you. He'll get in a striking battle with you and do very well.
Yeah.
But he has that same wrestling that Khabib got. But Islam, he's that man. He's that man. But the thing is, the crazy part is, bro, all of the top 5 pound for pound that we known from January 1st is not the pound for pound we know right now. Alex Pereira lost. Ilya Topuria lost. Hamzat Chimaev lost. 2026 has been a crazy year. Crazy year, man.
Damn, okay.
And Islam is
Alex Pereira, dude.
Yeah, Islam is the only guy still up on. He's still number 1.
Last man standing.
Yep.
Yeah, now I'm looking at this right now. I see him out here trying to work off the jab, trying to see.
Yeah, Ian Garry is super well-rounded. He's good everywhere. He's good everywhere. He's hard to take down. He could get taken down, but he's hard to take down. Like, you'll stuff it, see? Stuff in it. But Islam is a different type of grappler. Like, anybody else, he probably would have stuffed it. But not Islam. Not Islam. And watch how he trapped the legs. Watch how he trapped the legs. He'll trap the legs. He'll grab the hand that's posted on the ground. He's reaching for it right now, too, see? They do all types of shit, but Ian Garry's length is gonna help him. It's gonna help him. So Islam Makhachev is technically a small welterweight. There's gonna be guys 6'3", 6'4" that he's gonna have to go up against at 5'10", you know? It's 170 pounds. So these dudes is rehydrating like damn near 200 pounds in a fight, 190 plus. These are some big dudes. This was GSP's weight class. You remember GSP? George St. Pierre? He's one of the other GOATs. Like, he's one of the other guys a lot of people consider, like, and him and Anderson Silva, 1A, 1B type shit. A lot of people like to put GSP over.
Service keep going in and out.
Now you good, you good. A lot of people like to put GSP over Silva because GSP actually avenged all of his losses.
They like to put him over Anderson Silva.
Yeah, because he avenged all his losses, but I think he publicly ducked Anderson Silva. GSP publicly ducked him, bro. Anderson Silva was calling him out for years. Anderson Silva's the 185-pound champ. GSP's crazy. The 170-pound champ, and we never got that super fight. GSP said, oh, he needs to take a year and a half to fully put on the weight. And then when it got time to it, GSP retired. And then when Anderson Silva lost the belt, GSP came out of retirement and fought Michael Bisping and won the middleweight belt. Like, get out of here, man. Like, he ducked Silva.
Right.
He ducked Silva. I don't want to hear that from nobody. And the UFC is good. Like, we don't get that a lot. There's not a lot of times where there's a huge fight and we miss it. I mean, there's some recently, like John Jones, Tom Aspinall. You got this guy here, Islam versus Ilia Topuria. That should have happened before Ilia lost. That's a huge fight. That was probably the biggest fight of this generation, probably. Or this era. And we ain't get to see it yet. Islam's gonna have to really come back strong if.
Yeah, that's a lot different than boxing, boy. I tell you that. You get negotiations that fall through like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, they put the fights on in here because it's like, bro, like, you want a big payday or what? Like I know because when you fight with the UFC, you get set pay. So you're gonna sign a 3-fight deal. You might get say you're a big guy. You might get like you get like $3 million a fight, $4 million a fight, or something like that. But say that same guy is gonna fight in like a super big match. The UFC is willing to, hey, we'll renegotiate with you to make this fight happen. What you like, not what you want for this fight, but we're gonna pay you accordingly for this fight. We're not just gonna say, oh, you're gonna get your regular fixed rate. And that even goes for the challenger. Like, you got a challenger making 50K to win, 100K. I mean, a 50K to show, 100K to win. He fighting McGregor. He ain't making that same 50K. He gonna be making like 500. 800K, if you fight McGregor. Just like the last guy that Max Holloway that just fought McGregor made like $2 million fighting McGregor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
McGregor made $30 million, but Max Holloway don't make no $2 million per fight, bro.
The easiest, and that was probably the easiest $30 million anybody ever gonna make, man. That shit was crazy.
That was crazy, and there's nothing you could do. Like, the tickets were sold, the subscriptions were purchased, the merch was purchased. Like, that money his. That money his.
Yeah.
But now you got to go pay for fucking surgery. Well, I mean, I guess the UFC will take care of that because it happened in competition. But that shit gonna linger, man. That shit.
UFC gonna take care of that shit.
Yeah. If you get injured in competition, they'll take care of it. But if you got some shit outside of the cage and you just like, yo, I got hurt in the gym, ain't nothing they could do.
Right.
Cause you could say anything. You could be like, yo, yeah, like, I got this shit fucking up with me. I want to go get it. You know what I mean? Like, not on my dollar.
Yeah, nah, for real.
You an independent contractor, man. These independent contractors need to go get that independent contractor insurance. Start making their
I was just
LLCs.
gonna say, yeah, they need to get that insurance. They need to
Do it
get
the
that damn
right
insurance,
way,
bro.
man.
Go ahead and sign up for that high ass insurance premium.
Now you paying your coaches and everything is a tax write-off.
Well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. If you got your
Everything's
business
a
set up
tax
right,
write-off.
yeah, yeah.
All your pills, your supplements, your food, all that shit, tax write-off. Ooh,
Good
Ian
kick.
Garry
I
with
like
a
that.
nice kick. Ian Garry's good. He's really good. He's
Yeah.
really good. I just
These
don't
two
think he
gentlemen
beats
look like they're
Islam, man. Islam
very
is a
agile.
lot to handle.
These guys look like they had good training camps. They
Yeah.
both look ready.
They're both in their prime. These are both like
Yeah.
two prime fighters right here.
Hey, salute to the chat. Hit the like button. Support We Fight All Night TV, man. One of the best doing it. One of the best covering the sport of UFC, man.
Shout
Support
out
your
to
boy.
radio. Good
Support
looks,
the
bro.
guy, man. Yeah, for sure, man.
So
he got
did
him up
Clarissa
against
fight yet?
Nah, they actually about to fight in 5 minutes. I'm a jump from here and jump in the chat because so I'm jumping everywhere, bro. I've been everywhere all day, bro. Today been busy as hell, bro.
Yeah, Islam Makhachev with the head kick and just
nice.
dropped Ian
Nice.
Garry. Oh my
Oh.
goodness. Look at the
Yo, that was
takedown.
crazy.
I told you this dude's different, bro.
Oh.
This dude's different, bro. This dude's different, bro.
Oh, he on the ground. Yeah. It might be over with.
Islam is like that, man. Islam is like that.
Sleep, bro.
Ian safe right here. Ian safe right here. There's a arm triangle threat right there, but
he got his
nothing.
Arm in the way.
Yeah. No. Yeah. He's not in the proper position for it. So Islam would have to have his head under the armpit for that arm triangle to actually work and be locked in. He was looking like he was gonna go for it at first because that's how you get it from that side position, the side control. But he'll probably just pound on him for the rest of this round. He probably has his well, they could see the time on the side as well, but he probably has his team telling him like 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. So you don't really want to commit to submissions or commit to trying to lock in a submission too late in the round because you could fuck around and burn yourself out going for some shit that ain't there. I've seen so many times somebody think they got a guillotine and they pulling with all they might and they burn themselves out after they get out of it. Yup, they get up and they're like they got nothing, all that lactic acid filled up in their arms and they got nothing left.
Hey, look, people don't realize how different. I mean, because I'm an amateur. I was just in the gym this morning. People don't realize how different UFC is than boxing. It's a whole nother thing, bro. Like that whole example that you just explained, getting up, you're trying to wrestle out of a guillotine, and you not having nothing left. That shit is real, bro. People don't know. Yeah, that bro, that nigga, what? That shit is real.
Ooh, knee to the head. So you see how Ian Garry's kind of posting with his hands on the floor, kind of bent over in that position there?
Yeah.
He's doing that.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good round.
He's doing that to avoid. You seen that shit, right? So he's doing that to avoid being kneed in the face. So as long as you have two hands on one hand on the floor, 1 foot on the ground, you're considered a downed opponent, and you can't kick a downed opponent in the face.
Oh, see, I ain't know that.
So it's he's almost playing a game, you know, like there's a lot of people that like play that game, like, and Islam snuck a knee in there when his hand lifted up. He kind of lifted his hand off the ground and bow. Wow, threw that knee in there. That was nice.
Yeah, that was good. That was a
And
good
some
round.
people, a lot of people don't get the positions and the transitions and the different shit that's going on. So like, I'll walk you through that shit.
Yeah,
I'll
that's just
put you
something
on.
I've never. Yeah, that's just something I ain't studied yet. So, you know what I mean? That's like a whole nother ball game. Grappling and takedowns and submission.
It's
It's a whole nother
deep,
thing.
and a lot of times people watch fights, they might just stumble onto a fight, might not be watching some real high level shit, or might just be watching something where it's like a mismatch styles, or like somebody that doesn't have grappling versus a grappler. Now you just seeing somebody getting taken down and grapple fucked, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to see this. But then like you got those real matches where it's like real well-rounded fighter versus well-rounded fighter. Like right here, we're gonna see everything. We're gonna see striking, fucking knockdowns, fucking submission attempts, fucking wrestling. Like, you're gonna see it all. This is the top. Like, this is the pinnacle right here. The best. The I wouldn't even say Ian Garry is like the second best 170 pounder, because there's an undefeated 170 pounder, but he's had back-to-back ACL surgeries. Well, back-to-back ACL injuries. He fucked this shit up badly, like badly, badly. And motherfucker is undefeated. There's also another undefeated fighter, Michael Morales. I don't even know how he didn't get this fight. I don't know how they let Ian Garry skip it, but Ian Garry's got a big name. He represents Ireland MMA, so I'm not even mad at it. Not mad at it.
Yeah. Hey, bruh, I think the Clarissa Shield fight is on. Let me pop out of here and let me go jump in there because I want to catch that shit. I know it's finna be jumping. But
All right, no
man,
problem,
let
no
me tell
problem.
y'all again. Yeah, but let me tell y'all again. Hit that like, hit the subscribe. Support your boy. We Fight All Night TV. He one of the best doing it. One of the best covering the sport. He gonna be here. Y'all support your boy. We Fight All Night TV. All right, I'm out, man.
Shout out
I'll
to
catch
my
you later,
guy,
my boy.
Radio. All right, bro. Get him in the corner.
For sure, I got you.
And Ian Garry with the nice oblique kicks. Let's see if Ian Garry could try to land something to really nullify the comfortability of Islam. Islam is out there just looking like he can do whatever he wants whenever he wants to do it. And Islam goes in again, single leg takedown. Ian Garry is on his butt. Now I'm hoping we don't see another fight like the last one where a nice stand up by Ian Garry. So I'm hoping we don't see another fight like the last one where Jillian Robertson had nothing from Mackenzie Dern on the feet. Now I know Ian Garry has way more pop in his strikes than a Mackenzie Dern. I mean, than a Jillian Robertson. So I'm hoping Ian Garry has to know he's down big on the scorecards. He's he could be going into this third round down 3 rounds to none in a 5-round fight, which is, hey, Ian, you need a knockout now. You're gonna need a knockout now, buddy. So you're a minute and 38 seconds away from actually needing that knockout. So we're gonna need you to step on the gas, and we're gonna need you to fight like you're in a world championship fight, Ian. This is a world title fight for the welterweight strap. Your first ever UFC championship fight. Do not waste this time, Ian Garry. Show people you want it. Show people you want it. Ian Garry lands a huge head kick on Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev eats it, though. Islam Makhachev eats it, or if he didn't eat it, he has the best poker face I've ever seen in my life. Because that head kick landed flush, and I said in the beginning, if there is a strike that is going to work for Ian Garry, it's going to be the head kick. The head kick is going to be there for Ian Garry. Ian Garry with a nice kick to the body. Ian Garry coming on strong at the end of this third round. I like what I'm seeing. Is it enough to win him the round? I do not think so. We still could be going into this third round. 3 rounds, 2 rounds to none, 3 rounds to none. But I wouldn't even be mad at the judges if we are going into the fourth round, 2 rounds to 1. And Islam Makhachev mouth is wide open, and that is a clear sign of fatigue. So as soon as Islam got to the corner, Khabib tells him he must take the next round. He must take the next round, meaning they think that Islam Makhachev lost that third round. The fight is on right now, guys. The fight is on right now. We're going into the fourth round, and Ian Garry is down. Let's just say 2 rounds to 1. Islam Makhachev is up. And again, Islam Makhachev looks tired, and Ian Garry looks fresh as a whistle. Even though Ian Garry was dropped early on in the second round, Ian Garry looks fresh as a whistle. And Ian Garry throwing some nasty oblique kicks. Oh, nice body shot by Ian Garry. Ian Garry having a great fourth round. And Islam is definitely a lot more hesitant than he was early on. I'm curious to know how long it's going to take before Islam shoots in. I don't think Islam wants to continue to stay on the feet at this point and keep giving Ian Garry more opportunities to land that big shot. And Ian Garry coming on strong. Ian Garry is fighting the way that we all wanted to see Jillian Robertson fight. And Islam going in for the single leg takedown. Ian Garry stuffed it. Ian Garry going for the back. Ian Garry reversed it. Ian Garry reversed Islam Makhachev's takedown in round 4. That is huge. And Islam did not give up on the takedown. Islam gets the takedown eventually. Now Islam on the back. Ian Garry going to post, trying to stand up again. So it's the height. It's really the height. It's really the height that's helping Islam, or it's really the height that's helping Ian Garry not be taken down by Islam Makhachev. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys smash the like button. We are in the 4th round. This is Ian Garry versus champion Islam Makhachev. And we could be looking at 2-1 going into the 5th. We could be looking at 2-2 going into the 5th. It's all about how these final 2 minutes of this round plays out. Let me know who you got down below. We got an open poll. Let me know if you got Islam. Let me know if you got Ian Garry. And let me know how you think the fight ends. Do you think it's going to end by, oh, Islam with a nice takedown, Ian is doing a really good job at not being fully taken down all the way. He's doing a really good job at posting with his long arms and his long legs, and it's making it very hard for Islam Makhachev to secure the positions needed to take down Ian Garry the way he wants to. Ian Garry doing a great. I told radio early on, Ian Garry is hard to take down. A really well-rounded fighter who is good in pretty much all positions of the fight: jiu-jitsu, grappling, cardio, striking, boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing. This is the future of mixed martial arts. You're gonna need to be good at everything, especially if you want to become a champion and if you want to defend that belt for some time. And Ian Garry landing a lot of shots while being held up against the cage. I wonder how it's gonna look on the judges' scorecard. So Ian Garry has been landing a lot of shots. You see the CompuBox stats. We got 71 strikes landed for Islam Makhachev, and Ian Garry 72 strikes. So Ian Garry is technically outlanding the champion right now, but the champion Islam Makhachev does have 5 takedowns in this fight. But Islam Makhachev is bloodied up right now. Ian Garry has been landing a lot of strikes in the clinch, and these strikes have been doing some damage because Islam Makhachev is visibly showing a lot of blood on his face right now. So Ian Garry's corner is calling for him to throw more feints followed by head kicks. So let's early on, let's look out for Ian Garry to throw those head kicks. We could be going into the 5th round tied up 5-5. Oh, I said 5-5. 2 rounds to 2 rounds. And both fighters showing each other respect in the middle of the ring before the 5th round starts. And this is the start of the 5th and final round. Let's go, y'all. Nice kick to the body by Ian Garry. Ian Garry starts it off the same way he started off that 3rd and 4th round. And this is definitely going to be a decisive round right here. Whoever wins this round could very well win the entire fight. And like I said, this is going back to 2026 being the year of the downfall of the pound for pound fighters in mixed martial arts. This is insane. Ian Garry is definitely looking like the more fresher fighter in the ring. Islam is looking like the more damaged fighter in the ring. It's gonna come. It's all gonna come down to how the judges have been seeing this fight play out. But Ian Garry is definitely winning this 3rd round so far. Islam is gonna have to pick up the pace and put his foot on the gas if he wants to reclaim his title and have the longest win streak in the history of the UFC. Nice body kick by Ian Machado Garry. Ian Garry is controlling this round. Islam Makhachev is going to have to do something. He's going in for a single leg takedown. He gets the takedown. He's going to have to do some damage. And Ian Garry back up to his feet, back on the cage. So both fighters up on the cage. We got 3 minutes left. Ian needs a stoppage. He needs to take the belt. Not no close fight. Islam is the champ. totally agree with you. Ian Garry is gonna need a decisive round right now because shoot, Ian Garry might even need a knockout because I feel like, especially with all of the wrestling and the popularity of Islam Makhachev, the decision could very well go in his favor. Guys, who is going good? I can't watch who is winning. So it's looking like a 50-50 fight right now, to be honest. We could very well have the fight 2 rounds to 2 rounds going into the 5th round. Ian Garry was winning the whole first half of this 5th round, and Islam Makhachev is winning the second half of this 3rd round so far, as he secured the takedown. Now he is on Ian Garry's back. Imagine we see a draw out of this. Imagine we see a draw out of this. And Islam has the body lock now. Very similar to how we saw the end of the 4th round in Mackenzie Dern versus... Oh, wow. Well, Mackenzie Dern, and similar to how we saw Mackenzie Dern in the 4th round versus Jillian Robertson. Islam has the body lock on Ian Garry. Ian Garry isn't really doing the defensive stop to it, which would be to spin over on his left side and threaten the ankle to be twerked and possibly broken on Islam Makhachev's side. But it's looking like Ian Garry is just gonna sit in this position for the rest of the round. Win, lose, or draw, Ian Garry showed up to fight, and I love it. Win, lose, or draw, Ian Garry showed up to fight. Islam still pounding on Ian Garry while Islam is stuck on his back in the body triangle. He is not getting out. We got 10 seconds left in the round. And Islam Makhachev versus Ian Garry goes the full 25 minutes. Does Ian Garry have 75 strikes landed? Ian Garry landed 89 strikes. Islam Makhachev ended the fight with 99 strikes landed. A lot of them were due to ground and pound. Time out that link, shout out to Kobe for pulling up to the chat. Shout out to you. Shout out to Zach to pulling up to the chat. Shout out to my guy. What's up with you dudes, man? We had some great fights tonight. Some really great fights tonight. Let's see what these judges think. Let's see what these judges think. It's going to come down to see what these judges think. It's really going to come down to see what these judges think. Who knows how these judges in Philadelphia are scoring mixed martial arts fights, you know? Who knows? Wow. Who do you guys think won it? Let me know in the comments below. Who do you guys think won? Islam, or do you think Ian Garry won? And Islam Makhachev walks away the winner. 49-47. Great win for Islam Makhachev. Let's see if he retires in the cage, y'all. Let's see. So Islam said Ian Garry is a super tough fighter, and he definitely respects him. And Joe Rogan's still interviewing Islam right now. What an amazing night of fights, y'all. And he did not retire. He didn't call out nobody, but he also did not retire. Islam Makhachev. And still. And there we go. We got Michael Morales and Carlos Prates. Carlos Prates has an I'm Next t-shirt on. So Joe Rogan interviewing Ian Garry now. Let me use the bathroom. I'll be right back, y'all. Shout out to a amazing card once again. The UFC never, well, I ain't gonna say they never sell us short, but shit, I mean, I'm always impressed. I'm always impressed at all of these events, especially the big events where there's a lot on the line, there's legacy on the line, there's a big fight going on. The UFC does not, they don't hold back on trying to impress us. Whoa. So Islam Makhachev won, bro. Islam Makhachev won by decision, which means my parlay hit. Got my parlay hit. So, shout out to Islam Makhachev, man. Islam has the longest win streak in UFC history, solidifying him as MMA royalty. Now we got Fluffy Hernandez versus RoboCop coming up. We got Usman Nurmagomedov versus Song Yadong coming up. We got Dan Hooker stepping back into the ring versus Parnasse, straight out of Paris, France. That should be a barn burner. That should be a violent fight. That should be a real violent fight. Islam Makhachev won the fight, people. Islam Makhachev is still the UFC champion of the world. Still the #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. Still has not joined the club of pound for pound fighters that has lost in the year of 2026. Islam Makhachev is the only one to retain his ranking and retain his status. People need to start putting more respect on Islam Makhachev's name, y'all. People need to start putting more respect on Islam Makhachev's name, y'all. So I be telling people, when you're talking about mixed martial arts, you could take any athlete, pound for pound. You could take any athlete from any other sport, pound for pound. Lock them up in a room with the pound for pound best mixed martial artists in the world. I don't care how many sports is in there. I don't care how big they are. Weight classes don't matter. Our guy is walking out of that room. Our guy is walking out of that room. Every single time, our guy is walking out of that room. I'm really curious to see what is gonna be next for Islam Makhachev, because it's just like, oh man, we gotta see more. We gotta see more at this point, you know, and it's tough because just seeing how tough it was for Islam to take down Ian Garry, he's gonna have a hell of a time fighting Michael Morales. Now, he might have an easier path of victory fighting Carlos Prates, but going up against Michael Morales, after seeing the way he fought Ian Garry, Michael Morales is bigger than Ian Garry, way more physical than Ian Garry, and I'm not gonna say his grappling is better, but that stature that Ian Garry has is what helped them keep the fight on the feet, or is what helped them remain out of grappling trouble or out of trouble from a lot of those takedowns in the beginning. It also allowed him to actually get a reversal on some of those takedowns as well. Michael Morales a tad bit bigger than Ian Garry, not only in height but in flat out size as well. So very, very interesting matchup. Very, very interesting matchup. I wonder if we'll have to see Carlos Prates fight Michael Morales first, or I wonder if, you know, they'll just throw Michael Morales or Carlos Prates. I don't know. Who's next for Islam? Who do you guys want to see fight Islam next? Who do you guys think Islam will fight next? The Rock? Radio. I got Radio. What channel you kicking it with the Clarissa fight? I'm gonna swap over. Yeah, Islam won by decision. Parlay hit. Islam won by decision. He looked battered though. He looked battered and bruised. Like, if we're doing the eye test at the end of a fight, like just looking at the two fighters, you would have thought Ian Garry won. Islam looked battered and bruised. But what a night of fights so far. What a night of fights so far, man. But we're gonna keep bringing you guys these live streams for all the big fights. We're gonna keep dropping our prediction videos. We're gonna keep dropping all of our MMA content that we normally drop. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the like button, tap in, check out what we've been doing on the channel, check out all the content we've been dropping, because it's only up from here. Sky's the limit, and we not letting our foot off the gas like Jillian Robertson.
It's gonna be bad, my nigga.
Whoa, we fight all night. This is the MMA and boxing show. Until next time, y'all.